Hey, welcome to the Divine Intervention Podcast. The next few episodes will be about finances. So I guess this one's where you take out your pen and I'll sit here and tell you what I do and, what I've been taught and what people are really not taught about finance for some reason. But, that's what I'm here for. So without further ado, today we are going to talk about how to actually manage your 401k. This is kind of quick because it's kind of easy, but a lot of people just don't do it. And I will start off by saying if you don't manage your own 401k, you need to go ahead and do it. And honestly, the first steps of managing your 401k is actually matching what your employer gives you 100%. Honestly, you want to do a little above it as you can, but I know some people don't have the budget to do it. So if you can give, if they match like 3 to 5%, then just like give up the same 3 to 5% of your salary to your to your 401k, because it pretty much is free money per se, and then that's money you do not get taxed on. You making the money, but you're not getting taxed on it. So it's actually pretty good. All right. After you get that done, you need to go ahead and like make a selection, and it should be like a menu or something. It doesn't matter if you use Fidelity or a Schwab or any type of other thing. Most companies are going to use Fidelity for 401k, but either or, it's mostly the same. What you want to do is select self-manage. Yeah, you always want to manage your investments yourself. So once you manage that, depending on how far you've gotten, the younger you are, the more aggressive you want to be at first. Or if you haven't really started off, if you just starting off, you want to be aggressive too. And what I mean by aggressive is actually have more of your investments in the 401k to be focused on stocks. And then I say, if you're really young, I say have at least like 90% of your portfolio towards stocks, because stocks gain value really quickly. You can get value in a stock in a day. So you can actually build value in stocks faster. Mutual funds and bonds, they actually give you money over time, and it's kind of a slow gainer. You want to do those. You want to do more of those when you get older, so you can have more of a secure thing. But you want to get into bonds after you build up the piggy bank, so to speak. The stocks are going to be used to build your piggy bank, so you can buy more bonds with the money you make from the stocks. I hope that makes sense. So what you do is you're going to see a menu, and you're going to see a selection. Pretty much what you want to do is see, because you're going to check this periodically. I'll say you check your 401k account at least 3 to 4 times a year if you can. If something big happens in the stock market, definitely check it, because with a 401k, you can adjust that. You can adjust it at will. So you can save yourself, or you can like hurt yourself also. So just check it. Anyways, what you want to do is look at the yields. And most of the time, what I do is I look at the yearly yields, because I'm going to evaluate it every few months. So I look at it for 1 year for all the yields, and they have long term or whatnot, but realistically, you're not going to keep those things for too long of a term. So you're gonna look for the year and what they produce in the year. So if they make like a 15% return or a 20% return, you want the highest return ones to be at least to be about 30%. Like you want high return, the highest returning one to be 30%, and then work your way down from there. And like I said, if you're younger or you just new starting off, you need to at least have 90% of your stuff in stocks for now, and then the rest of it can be in like mutual funds and bonds. And the same thing for bonds. You want to look for longevity, and you also want to look at the history of the returns and when the returns will happen, because some will happen at later years. You'll have to read the description of each and every one of them, but they have certain times of return to where you'll get your money. And that's why you want to make sure you invest in stocks early. So when you invest in these long-term things, you'll be able to get your money back when you retire. That's the goal. So nobody's really out here explaining it, but I guess I will to the best of my abilities on a podcast. And it's the same thing for other things, like other things such as, 403Bs, but I will talk about 403B in another episode. But you do that and pretty much you're kind of set, but you need to make sure, like I say, you need to check it every quarter if you can, every quarter, every 3 to 4 months. If you check it 3 times a year, it's every 4 months. If you check it every 3 months, is 4 times a year. So just think about that. And then also you want to increase your contribution. You don't want to lose your contribution to your your retirement. This is the way you're going to live when you get older. So you don't want to lose the value of what you're going to have. So just be prepared to just keep putting more in. And it's not a thing to where you can put in more. You can contribute more than your company pay for. Most of the time they'll pay for half of it. And if they even pay for half of it, that's even a good deal in my opinion. So just go ahead and take it. Like, that's just an easy way to get money, and honestly, that should help a lot of people in the future. So yeah, just manage your own 401k, and also do not get a financial advisor, because they're gonna take a percentage out of what you own. And if you not out of what you own, of what you get. And if you have to get a financial advisor, just pay the financial advisor about an hour. It may be expensive about an hour per se, but the ones who take a percentage, sometimes it'd be 1%, sometimes it's 2%, and out of your overall thing. So by the time they give you advice for taking out maybe 2% out of $1 million or $2 million, yeah, that's the $500 an hour is cheaper. So, or whatever. I know it ain't $500 an hour, but I'm just saying. So just make sure you know about managing your things, and also be aware all the 401ks and 403Bs and any IRA, most of the time they all have fees. So there's fees associated with them already. That's why I say don't do a financial advisor. You can help it, because the fees alone is gonna they taking out fees on what you get anyway. So yeah, it's just not worth it. And a lot of those fees, they don't really disclose too much, but you just got to know that they're there. My current employer, they actually lowered the fees on our 401k, and we're with Fidelity. So I'm not sure if Fidelity is just doing across the board, or it's just our company just brokered some type of partnership deal or something like that, because we are kind of a part of a bigger conglomerate. So maybe they brokered the deal that way. But either way or the other, this is kind of brief, but it's kind of a light overview of how to manage your 401k. This podcast, this particular episode anyway, is just meant for you to kind of do research, but I kind of outlined the steps to what you need to do. And once you get it done, you'll figure it out, and it'll be pretty easy for you to do. It's not hard. I promise you it's not. It's just people don't prioritize it. So you need to prioritize it, especially if you're young. If you're in your 20s, you're perfect, because, hey, you can be set up, and you need to be investing in other stuff too if you're in your 20s. So this is it for this episode, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Thank y'all, and have a nice day.